Hello, my name is Kayah, and today I'm going to be talking about the problems of poverty and the lack of effort put forth by the government in order to reduce poverty. Poverty has been a problem since the beginning of time. Inevitably, some people are more successful than others, and some people just aren't successful at all. But that doesn't necessarily mean that poverty has to be a problem that just can't be helped. Other countries have created policies in order to help those that are in need, but the U.S. for some reason just hasn't been reaching its peak of capability in helping the poor. The government and citizens of our nation need to stand up and take action. Our society labels the homeless as drug abusers that have put themselves in the situations that they've been in, and that may be true for some, but not true for all. It is our duty as human beings to be selfless and be willing to help those that are in need. Carrie Fuller, an author for the Huffington Post, talked about poverty and the reason that people are in poverty in her article called What Poverty Says About Us. She says, poverty in this country is not accidental. It's a direct result of the funneling wealth upward to the elite. Our country focuses on catapulting the elite even higher than they already are. Instead of distributing the wealth evenly amongst the people that really need it. Our government is more than capable of helping the poor and improving poverty and reducing the rates of homelessness and poverty in our nation, but we have to take a step back and reevaluate our methods when thinking of how to better do so. Jody Levin-Epstein, in her article, Poverty Reduction, The Invisible Hand of Government, gave credit to the government where it was due, and she said, as much as poverty has grown, it would have been worse without the government playing a role. More than 4.5 million people stayed out of poverty because of their acts. So the government has tried, but they haven't quite reached their full potential yet. A devastating 46.2 million people live in poverty as of 2011, and the number has only increased since then. Jody Levin-Epstein explained through her article that's about 1 in 7 people, or 15.1%, and the largest number since poverty rates have been published. If the government was really doing all that they possibly could in reducing the problems of poverty, then those numbers wouldn't be nearly as severe. So, in hopes to reduce poverty, first, the government and the citizens of our fine nation need to take a stand by recognizing that there is a problem. After we recognize that there is a problem, we need to abolish all stereotypes that we hold against the homeless. We need to stop thinking that they're all drug abusers who have put themselves in the situations that they're in. Next is prevention. Our prevention efforts are slim to none in this nation. We have to terminate the existence of homelessness and poverty by eliminating or by not allowing it to begin. Blogger Herman Watson in How to Prevent Poverty says to educate people, educate children, tell them what their options are as adults in the communities, and just tell them how they can not end up in poverty. Provide health care and adequate sanitation and clean water to prevent disease, and economic security, and that would include letting people rely on their steady income that they have coming in, but that's not easy, especially now. A lot of people that live in poverty now in today's time are not only the ones who are homeless, but also the ones who have jobs and have homes, but they're just not making enough money. Their wages simply aren't livable wages. Those things may sound simple, but they're proven to be effective. Next, after we provide and create a strong prevention strategy, next would be to pull out the people who are already living in poverty. In doing so, obviously, donations are a huge help. Food, clothing, housing, money, all of the above are huge, but that would include us abolishing those stereotypes that we hold against them and just be willing to help. Next would be to create jobs. Jody Epstein says, the nation needs jobs and the poor need jobs with livable wages. Creating jobs and increasing wages would be a huge help in getting the poor and the people living in poverty out of their situations. And finally, we just have to act. Sign every petition, put signs and flyers on every sign, every street pole you see, just raising awareness so that the problem of poverty can no longer be ignored. Homelessness is a problem that is long overdue in its termination. We as citizens have a civic duty in sparking a fire in the hearts of our fellow citizens and in the government as well. We can provide education, healthcare, clean water, and economic security in preventing poverty so that we can stop it in its tracks and hope to steer away from poverty and steer more towards the future of our better nation. And to those who are already living in poverty, we can donate, we can create jobs and increase their wages to livable wages so that they can live a quality life in America like they deserve to. It's our time to take a stand and make a difference. Thank you.